Dear friends, this time we will discuss lingual bevel when we prep lower teeth for veneer lace, for example, as very essential step for the aesthetic integration of your restorations. Let's go. Dear friends, this time I'm happy to share with you some small tips, but very important when you do your full mouth rehabilitation or aesthetic smile makeover and you prep lower teeth in the back area for veneer lay, for example. Okay, when you rise vertical dimension of occlusion or you just do cosmetic dentistry and you change color of patient's teeth, don't forget to make lingual bevel, otherwise restorations will be visible. Before I will start showing you with this with you videos and other steps of the presentation, I would like to kindly ask you not to forget to put like to this video, to follow us and to share the videos with your colleagues, okay? And we will be very grateful for you and we will keep on going sharing tips and tricks with professional audience, okay? So this is just a small part of the video when we start preparing patients' teeth for full mouth rehabilitation for veneer overlays. This time I will also share with you my favorite combo. This is depth cutter. We create some room for the restoration that we have to know before we start all these kind of processes. And then afterwards, once we make these grooves, we point them with a pencil, okay? And then look, this is the best for occlusal reduction. This is the relatively big bore, occlusal shaper. Okay, we use it to create room for the restorations on the occlusal surface and also keeping the cusp inclination, which is pretty anatomic style of preparation. Very efficient, very quick, and really saves a lot of time if we work with a multiple teeth in a back area. Okay, so this is just small things that I would like to share with you as well. But then after finishing of the quadrant, or in this case I just prepped 3 teeth and I continue to prep other teeth, I made my chair side temporary restorations on the used silicone index from the patient's teeth, and what I found is that lingual surface, lingual side actually, not surface, will be visible because they are not full crowns. But what I'm not very happy with, and for sure your patient will be not happy as well, you can see here on the screen the arrow, is that lingual exposure of the teeth, and when patient will open mouth wide, when they will laugh, scream, I don't know, whatever, you may see a big difference in color of your final restoration in the patient's teeth, and patient will be not happy with that. So you have to be attentive to this small detail, and I really recommend you to do so-called lingual bevel, okay? So you can use this bore or any other you want, you just incline bore lingually and you improve this transition, which is necessary to be done in aesthetic cases on lower jaw. On upper jaw, it's not that necessary. On upper jaw, what kind of benefit you may get with this palatal bevel is that maybe you will expose more enamel to bond too, but on the lower jaw, it's very important for aesthetic integration, okay? So these are preparations done, then improved chair side temporary restorations, and in a while final restorations bonded. You can see still lingual side of the teeth, but this area usually is covered by the tongue. But the real aesthetic transition, which is occlusal lingual, is managed by this lingual bevel, and our restorations will be aesthetic and patient will not complain. I'm really hoping that these tips will help you to get less complications, aesthetic complications with your patients in aesthetic dentistry, in aesthetic cases. And don't forget to put like to this video, my friends, and see you next time. Bye-bye.